Welcome, everyone, to Allegiant Stadium, home of the Raiders, right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And the Rebels will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Boise State's offense will take the field first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Right on the money. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Clark. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They just keep firing. Quickly complete. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Hand off from the shotgun. Picks up the first down. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, do you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
Second down coming up. Give to the single back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
So UNLV's offense will go to work for the first time today. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter. That's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Last completion moves the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. Out of the gun, they give to the back.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
He's got it on the right. Turning it on! And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, and this offense powering toward a score. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
UNLV 7, Boise State 3.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Had to get rid of it quickly. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To throw, it's Clark. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Broncos are flying down the field. Looking for a crease, it's Isaac. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. They'll run it from the gun. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter.
UNLV 7, Boise State 3.
So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. He'll go to the sneak. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
The play-action fake. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Didn't have much of a choice. just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Rebels offense is back on the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. The Rebels in the hurry-up. They're going to ride this running back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Working that left side. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. Now on 1st down from the 30.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Powers through the defender. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quick release on the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Got a little space. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. The Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Safe little shovel pass. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Line gets set, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Slings it downfield. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Clark. That's caught. It's Massey. There he goes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The handoff as they run the counter play here. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Never had a chance. One coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Safe completion on the screen. 20, he's got space. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots, you soften up the coverage, you get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
The Rebels are rolling down the field.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws for the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that.
Breaks into the open. Way into the end zone. Touchdown, Vegas.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
To do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Back to throw, it's Clark. Quick strike complete. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. And the Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. Takes it on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Running to Green. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Rebels are in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Emmanuel. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Handoff to the single back. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. 1st and 10, they're down to the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Handoff from the gun. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. Just about set to get this second half underway.
14, Boise State, 3.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Rebels offense is back on the field. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, turning it on! They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Rebels lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Makes a catch at the 20. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without... And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. RPO complete to open the drive. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Catch in the middle, it's Massey. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll run it from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. And the Broncos are on the move. Looking to throw, it's Clark. Got his man. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Makes the stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a first down. The Broncos pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Pulls it in inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Broncos. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Boise State, 10.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down and run. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Fires it incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Turns it on in midfield. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll leave it with him. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Clark. Gets it to him on the screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And that last completion left him short of the sticks. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Broncos will send out the punt unit. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick. Oh, he's got some space. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. The give from the gun. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached the brink, and UNLV is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. On the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away.
Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Finds a man in the middle. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Oh, they're after him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for him. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play they pick up a few.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The give on the inside. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Clark. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense, too, right? There was a broken tackle, and the guy made it look like he was going to pick up the 1st, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Direct snap. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Boise State.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
28, Boise State.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Rebels offense is back on the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Finds his man. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to go up top on first down. Lofts one high and deep. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. The screen, he can go. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to pass. It's Clark. Finds his man. It's Massey. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Broncos want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, he can't hang on. Those arms might have favored an alligator there, and it'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snags it over the middle. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Across the 25, he's got room. Racing down the left side. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, UNLV. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pocket breaking down. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
Lets it fly. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
There's probably a lot of people wondering right now, why do they keep throwing the football when they're backed up so much? But this is actually one of the best places on the field to do that because the defense has to cover so much space, plus oftentimes they're in man coverage. So this is the time to take your shots. They took one there, took a chance deep. It wasn't open. It was incomplete. You got to be thinking on 3rd down coming up now, they're probably going to throw it again.
Spits it out to the back. Converts on 4th down. Still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Wants to throw on 1st down. He makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. Down.
Boise State.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. It's complete.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to...
A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. The Broncos are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. There he goes. Touchdown, Rebels! And the route is on. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds a man on the right. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Hands it off. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see.
Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
And the offensive line has to do a better job protecting their man. It's 4th down. He needs some time to make a play. The defense brings the blitz, beats the offensive line, and gets the big sack.
Soft spot in the middle. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on 2nd down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
UNLV.
One more play to pad the stats. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. This is